I'm curious, I've been handed a rod over here with a challenge to see if this machine will run it. Wow, I need a step stool or something. I want to do everything I can to make it run. You know what, I'm going to leave it on EN, I'll go 200 amps. So I'm going to go back to standard, and what's 80 amps amongst friends? I was on 120, I'm going to 200. Didn't we say that before on a video a long time ago? I believe we did. Wow, that thing's glowing red for a while. That right there is an impressive dingleberry. Huevos. I don't know how that happened, but I'll own up to it.
What happened?
I wish the camera guy would hurry up because my fingers are getting hot. Look at that.
That's real impressive.
That's a verified. That kind of hold of a little bit of a long arc. That cupping in there. And that's the EN polarity. I'm going to switch back to EP. Go electrode positive and see what happens. That's a serious cup in there right there. I mean, that's kind of the. That thing's still red hot. I'm going to break this off. I better break it off my feet. So here's a restrike. This thing ought to restrike quickly. And we're on EP now, 200 amps. I want to go to the other side of this material. I could hang this across my shoulder, man. That's a lot of fluid weld pool. That's a lot of fluid weld pool. It runs it quite well, actually. It just, they need some thicker steel, obviously. It needs thicker steel. 5/16 or something, I don't know. 3/8. Oh, here we go. Somebody left a fresh root, no-look root here. Let's run it on this. No, that ran better. Better control over the bead and everything. So the real question is, does the machine have the guts? And the answer is yes, it does. It runs the cellulose. We've done uphill, downhill, horizontal roots, no look, razor hood, don't matter, but it's got the guts to run it. That's the question. Cellulose, 70/18s, all the important rods, like 60/13, that's a fun one. I mean, it's a heck of a machine.
I'm impressed.
I am too. The Cyclone series, I started out with the 200, did a video with the 200, and that thing was impressive. It's like, I'm adding wire, I keep adding wire thinking the machine's gonna snub out and start coughing, and it never did. It just kept right on wanting to weld. And I thought, wow, that's crazy. That's got some guts to it. So, this series of machines, I believe, they're a hit. All these have got, you know, there's always been a big bang for the buck when it gets to the Everlast machines. Crazy. Yeah, this bead is way more controllable. From a production standpoint, that would be an acceptable fast mover.
Absolutely.
Fast mover right there. I mean, we get some stuff done with that quickly. I mean, that's a big rod, but
Beams welded up.
we'd probably be doing 532 on this size material. But that's just extreme. We're trying to push the limits here. Definitely run it and run it well. It didn't run it very well on the thinner material because of the heat soak and everything. Anyway, I've had a little fun doing the experiment for Mr. McCullum. I'm Bob Moffett, Ram Nation 58. Remember, weld mean, weld green, and behave.